Welcome to the Literary Criticism and Theory lesson on Contemporary Literary Theory. In this lesson, you will learn about beginnings of cultural studies and new historicism, and a summing up of literary criticism and theory. From the articulate defenses of poetry by Sir Philip Sidney to the nuanced explorations of Raymond Williams, the journey of literary criticism and theory reflects the profound shifts in cultural, social, and intellectual landscapes. This progression mirrors the ongoing dialogue between literature and its broader context, where each era's critics sought to reconcile the aesthetic, ethical, and societal functions of literary works. As we traverse from Sidney's Renaissance affirmations to the sociological turns of cultural studies and new historicism, we witness the expanding horizon of literary inquiry, challenging and redefining the very essence of criticism and theory. The foundation of literary criticism in the English tradition was laid with an eye towards elucidating the beauty, purpose, and ethical dimensions of literature. Early critics like Dryden ventured beyond mere description to address the instructive potential of literature, setting the stage for subsequent generations to delve deeper into the relationships between form, content, and moral vision. This early criticism paved the way for the rich, multifaceted approaches that would follow, marking the initial steps towards a more rigorous and reflective engagement with literary works. The Romantic and Victorian periods brought to the fore the critical importance of individual experience, imagination, and the moral responsibilities of literature. Critics began to grapple with the tensions between the aesthetic and the social, interrogating the power of literature to shape, reflect, and challenge the prevailing norms and values of their times. The era was characterized by a deepening inquiry into the role of literature in society, exploring how literary expression could both mirror and influence the human condition amidst rapid societal transformations. The tumultuous backdrop of the 20th century, marked by wars, technological advancements, and shifting social paradigms, catalyzed profound changes in literary criticism and theory. The emergence of modernism, followed by structuralism, post-structuralism, and deconstruction, reflected an increasing skepticism towards traditional narratives and an interest in the underlying structures of texts. Critics and theorists like Derrida and Foucault challenged conventional understandings of meaning, identity, and power, ushering in an era of critical thought that was as much about interrogating the text as it was about deconstructing the societal constructs surrounding it. The latter part of the 20th century and the onset of the 21st have been characterized by an increasingly global and interdisciplinary approach to literary criticism and theory. Post-colonial critiques, feminist perspectives, and the challenges to the traditional canon have opened new avenues for exploring the intersections of literature with cultural, historical, and political realities. This sociological turn has not only broadened the scope of literary studies but has also enriched our understanding of the power dynamics, cultural exchanges, and identity formations that literature both reflects and shapes. The journey of literary criticism and theory unfolds as a captivating narrative of intellectual exploration and cultural reflection. From the foundational insights of Sir Philip Sidney to the profound shifts ushered in by post-structuralism and postmodernism, this odyssey through criticism mirrors evolving dialogue between literature, society, and the self. Each era, with its unique preoccupations and insights, contributes to a richer, more nuanced understanding of literature's role in the human saga, challenging us to view texts not merely as artifacts of their time but as living dialogues with the present and future. In the transformative embrace of Romanticism, critics like Wordsworth championed the inclusion of the ordinary and the elevation of individual sensibility, pushing against the neoclassical confines of the 18th century. This period redefined the relationship between the writer, the work, and society, foregrounding the creative spirit's role in reflecting and shaping the human condition. The Romantic and Victorian epochs thus marked a deepening engagement with literature's societal impact, setting the stage for the nuanced critiques and expansions that would follow. The emergence of modernist thought and new criticism signaled a turning point, focusing on the artistry of literature itself, detached from the author's biography or societal influences. This era, defined by its quest for aesthetic purity and the search for universal truths within the text, represented both a retreat from and a reflection on the complexities of modern life, embodying the tensions between tradition and innovation. The linguistic turn of structuralism and post-structuralism reshaped our approach to literary texts, presenting them as part of a broader system of signs and meanings. This perspective, emphasizing the constructed nature of reality and the fluidity of meaning, invited a more critical engagement with texts, challenging readers to navigate the multifaceted layers of language, culture, and identity. As we ventured into the realms of deconstruction and postmodernism, the very foundations of meaning, truth, and identity were interrogated, unveiling a landscape where certainties dissolved into questions. These theories, in rejecting grand narratives and embracing the plurality of interpretations, offered a radical critique of literature's role in society, urging a reconsideration of the power structures and ideologies that shape our understanding of the world. The critical interventions of feminism and Marxism provided a counterpoint to the ambiguity of postmodern thought, grounding literary criticism in the material realities and struggles for justice and equality. These perspectives remind us of literature's potential as a force for social change, highlighting the enduring relevance of critical theory in addressing the challenges of our times. As we sum up the expansive journey of literary criticism and theory, we stand at the threshold of new possibilities, where past insights and future inquiries converge. This rich tradition, ever evolving and reflective, continues to challenge, inspire, and illuminate, inviting us to engage with literature and criticism as vibrant, transformative forces in the world. And that's it for now. We conclude this lesson. For additional information on this lesson, please look at the content below the video in the online course. To get a list of the important questions and their answers for this lesson, please refer to the guidebook by our publications provided to you with this course for free. It shows you a list of all the questions that have the highest chance of coming in your next exams based on research carried out on previous year question papers. All the best, and I'll see you in the next lesson.